Profit P, given in hundreds of dollars, is given by the following function, where X is the number of units they sell, and then further, they find that they got a demand function which gives the number of units as the function of the price P, where X equals 48 minus 12P, where P is measured in thousands of dollars. So first thing we're going to do is find f of g of P, and we're not going to worry about simplifying our answer because it is going to be pretty long. So minus 0.5, and then we'll put in 48 minus 12P to the fourth, plus 4 times 48 minus 12P to the third, minus 4 times 48 minus 12P plus 2. And so now what we have is the amount of profit in thousands of dollars as a function of price. So if we want to find out if they're going to charge 3.75, then what we need to do is input the 3.75 in for P, take that output, and input it into our function. So let's go ahead and calculate first what X is. So X equals 48 minus 12 times 3.75. So 48 minus 12 times 3.75. And so we get an X value of 3. And then that's going to go into this function. Now I've already got it in as a graph here. Let's clear that out. So I can graph, and here's a nice quick way to do it once you have the graph. You can do second calculate value at 3, and there's our answer. So that gives us, so we could say f of 3 equals 57.5, but we still need to convert this. Remember, the profit was given in hundreds of dollars right there, which means this needs to be basically multiplied by 100 or move the decimal 2 places. So the profit would be $5,750. Finally, find the price they need to charge to make a profit of $19,400. So what we're going to do is we're going to set f of x equal to 194, because remember it's measured in hundreds of dollars, so we would want to put in 194. We're going to find the x value and then use that to find the p. So we're going to do it as a two-step process in this case. So I've got my function in, and then I put in the 194. I'm going to adjust my window so that I see this. Let's change that Ymax to 200. And something to notice on this. P cannot be any higher than 4, because otherwise we get a negative number of units and it wouldn't make sense in this context. So we see our intersection point there. So let's calculate that intersection. Enter, enter, enter. So we get right around 6, and I bet we might have another intersection point there. Let's move over here. And there's our intersection of 6, 194. The 5.88 was close enough to 6, which means that x equals 6. Now that still doesn't quite give us the price because we have to plug it into here. So 48 minus 12p equals 6, and we got to solve this for p. So we can subtract the 6 off of both sides. We'll get, let's come over here, 42 equals 12p, divide both sides by 12. This number, we're going to want it to make sense in our context. So we could divide both these by 6. We get 7 over 2 as a fraction, or 3.5. So we get p equals 3.5. Now, again, we want this to make sense. P is measured in thousands of dollars, so the price they would have to charge to get that kind of profit is $3,500.